So welcome to Photoshop, and today's quick tip of the day, which is going to be how to use the different states of the transform tool and access them easily. So first thing I'm going to do is grab a point here, and I'm going to hold down the Alt and Option key, and that's going to turn this lasso into the polygonal lasso tool, and that makes it really easy. So that's a pretty good selection that will work good enough for this tutorial. So we're going to come up here and go to Edit and then down to Transform. And so you'll notice in Transform we have a whole bunch of different options. We're going to start on Scale. And so I can come into my Transform here and I can adjust and change the scale of this building. So it's allowing me to either enlarge or do whatever I want, make it bigger. So I've made it a little bigger. So the slow way is to kind of come up here, Edit, go to Transform, and then click on another one of these and go back. But there's a much easier way. If you hold down the Control key and just click inside this image, it will automatically bring up the different options. And so when I'm using this, my finger, my right pointer finger, is actually just sitting on the Control key waiting for me to adjust it. So now that I've kind of made an adjustment or changed something, I can adjust it. And then I can come in here and go to Skew. And so if I want to skew this image a little bit, maybe we'll do that from the top instead of the bottom. I will skew this image. And then I'm going to Control click and go down to Perspective. Now perspective is going to, if I move one point, it's going to move both sides. So we can come out here and, oops, I've got the Control key, so I'm holding that. Notice Perspective is adjusting those images. Control, I'm going to hit Warp. So Warp is going to allow me to warp the image. So you can see I can make a cool little funky adjustment there. Maybe I'll pull this side down as well. Maybe a little more in this way. And I'll Control click. We've also got the availability to rotate and do some other stuff in here, which I'm not going to actually use. So once you're done, you can click this check mark or just hit Return. And that will apply that transformation to your image. And so by using Control inside Transform, it's really easy to toggle between the different states. So hopefully that's helpful. You learned something today. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those below, and don't forget to subscribe.